How it do, how it be, how it is. Welcome in and welcome back. It is Saturday, which means we are playing Void Scourge. I'm getting better at the order of this. The announcements. There is a YouTube called Longshot. We have 3 weekly streamed campaigns here on the Twitch, and we backlog all of that and edit it onto the YouTube. So if you want to get caught up, you can head over there and see some of our previous campaigns and summer series, as well as the current ones if you need to get caught up. We have a Discord. Feel free to join. We use it for visual aids as well as just a community in general. We are as chaotic as we are wholesome. We have memes. Come hang out. I am going to Gen Con and I am going to Indie Comic Con, both in Indianapolis. One at the end of March, the other at the beginning of August. I think that's it for my personal announcements. Let me do the recap. The party is in the now broken and shattered temple of Avadon, a bird-like god. While the party is in the elemental plane of air, Avadon is not here. Avadon likes to migrate from temple to temple, and while people are gone, while the goddess is gone, people will come and give gifts and help keep the temple running and stuff like that. When Avadon reappears, bestows boons upon the merit of individual gifts. The party, after getting a ping from the Proud Maiden that one of the pieces of the Void Scourge was here, showed up and crap got wild. There was a cult that was raiding, and the party now finds themselves mired in the midst of this shattered temple, fighting these cultists who are a little scary. They're technically challenge rating 26, and the adamantine armor that they don has additional benefits like anti-magic fields and whatnot. Offbeat cooked up a very clever plan for my puzzle, which was the anti-magic armor, and that actually worked to my chagrin. Let me take us over to the party. Starting off with SmolBirdLex.
I'm SmolBirdLex. You can find me at SmolBirdLex, SmolBird Art. I do art, TTRPG, and streaming. You can find me here on Saturdays and Phoenix Wacky on Wednesdays, where I still ended up doing triple-digit damage as a wizard, level 14. So
Let's go.
Apparently I gotta do triple-digit damage in every campaign, so that's really fun. That one's actually coming to a close soon, if you guys want to go see the finale of our girl killing the guy who killed her first. She's ready.
I see what you did there. I bet I can do it better.
Nice.
Pass it over to Fish.
Heyo, I am Fish. You can find me in all the places. That's Fish Finley. I sing, I do art, I play games. It's a very fun time. Currently, this weekend there's a 20% off sale on prints, because my art you can find is prints. Check out my link tree to find a link to that.
That's
also,
cool.
I'm on the board for the Crit Awards, a wonderful awards show run by the community that happens up at Gen Con. It's going great. The categories for this year will be revealed soon, so keep an eye on the website to find out what categories we're gonna have available this year. We've changed some things around. We're trying to improve and really represent the community. So we're really excited to see how that goes. But yeah. Quincy.
Hello everybody, my name is Quincy. I'm so excited to be here. Last week I was at the Ren Fair and I got stuck in traffic. But I'm excited to be back. As Lottery Faust, I got a lot to catch up on. I do foods, I'm a writer, I do stuffs. I'm just happy to be here. Offbeat.
What up? My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under those exact same names, that being Offbeat Outlaw. I make videos on D&D and TTRPGs as well as stuff that is like media analysis, because I just made one. You should go watch it. It's good. But I'm playing Nova Wake, who I spent a lot of time getting precise wording out of Feff so I can figure out how to get the precise wording of how to solve this puzzle. I was like, all right, I need every piece now, Feff. I'm sorry. But now we have a sort of solve, in that the solve is Nova gets the shit kicked out of him, and hopefully Nerium and Azalea can kick the shit out of the other one before he dies.
Yeah, my solution to your anti-magic field was to remove you from the party. And
which is in itself a solution. I've cooked up a plan. It's pretty clever. I have my own plan. I've cooked it. I think I can solve it. I just need time.
Excellent.
That's it. Is that everybody, or am I?
Yeah, that's everybody.
Gotcha. Beth.
Okay. Lottery, Faust.
Oh boy.
You've got your drip. You've got the I work for the bourgeoisie on your t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling good. Vibing, ready to get out of here, ready to kind of move on and see what's happening when an explosion happens. Pointedly, the loudest clap of thunder you've probably ever heard. You're briefly deafened, and make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh boy, you're throwing this right at me. Okay.
Oh goodness, yes.
Natural 20.
Okay.
D&D Beyond.
Very nice. You go
Well, now
flying.
we know who's getting all the 20s this session.
We're just
We were
passing
wondering
around
who
the
would
luck.
have the mojos tonight. So, goodness gracious, you are sent flying, and the building that has erupted in every direction suddenly stops as if caught by large mythic invisible hands. And you are able to catch yourself. You grab a piece of wreckage and spin yourself so that you land into a crouch up against a wall. And then you're able to hold on and watch as the building is smashed back together like a child fed up with a Rubik's Cube. And then something strange happens. In the momentum of you being thrown and tossed about, there, got the fly. In the momentum of you being thrown and tossed about, you almost go into this almost third-person perspective for a second. And you see yourself contorting. And as you watch your body hit the ground, you seem to shatter into multiple versions of yourself. And this is all in the mind's eye. In reality, you are face down looking at the floor, or you rolled a 20, let's say you've caught yourself a bit. But in your mind, the body hits, and a version of yourself is left behind as you bounce and roll and tumble, and every single version seems to leave a different type of you. And it's disorienting, and you feel your mind shattered into these different cacophonous voices. All that is you. There's 66 of them. And then you feel as if these feathery wings are draping around your mind, and one by one they wink out in an unseeming order until one is left. It's the one with the ring, and you snap to in your head. Sir!
Oh!
Sir, are you well? Sir!
Oh! Obi? What was that you? What happened?
I've been trying to rouse you for some time, sir.
Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened?
Oh, deep breath, sir. Steady now.
Did you see what I see?
I did.
Was that the spaghetti?
Oh, I can't say for sure. I'm not even sure what the source could have been.
Okay, so if you were cognizant more than I was, what happened? What did I miss?
You drooled a lot.
I do that. Just don't tell anybody. Now it's kind of crusted over.
Oh, I've got that for you, sir.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Look, Lottery's looking around. What does he see presently?
You snap to, and you look around, and you take your measure, and you turn to look behind you. It's mostly this shattered breakage of the structure mashed together, and so you've got the various veins of stone all now crunched together in different aspects. You don't see any of these drops out into the open anymore. You see very crumpled areas, and indeed, as sounds of combat are around you, the whole room
Albie, are we falling?
Not at the present, sir.
Were we falling?
Yes, sir.
Oh gosh. Okay. You know where my friends are?
And then you hear boom in the floor. On the other side of the room, this is maybe a 50-foot room by 50 foot, erupts, and you watch as this large-sized creature donned in adamantine armor and this long claymore of a sword reaches, cascades through the place with Nova impaled through the sword, and you watch as he lands, catches himself, and plunges the claymore into the ground, sticking Nova into the floor. Immediately, all of your magic vanishes, and you hear "Sir!" as your ring falls dormant.
Because they're in 30 feet.
This is my magic field, so you're within 10 feet then.
So I'm usually
thank you.
right beside me.
Then I will say, briefly, as they crash through, sir, that. Look out, sir! As the magic returns.
Oh my gosh! Oh, and they just kind of fall through the floor, and they're just kind of there. It's like a
They
big old
come
hole.
up through the floor and are now in the
Oh.
room, and you watch as he skewers Nova into the floor.
Lottery, how are you?
Oh, hello, good morning. Hi, I'm so sorry. The explosion. What's happening? Who is that? Looks like you made a friend.
Oh, we've made 2 friends actually. This one. I believe it had. We've killed all of the others, and they were very pissed about it.
Okay.
Fuck this, it hurts. Okay.
What do you want? What do you want me to do?
Currently, give me a moment. I've got an idea. Just like go with the flow.
And with, go ahead.
This creature, real quick, just kind of as a person, a humanoid.
Not a humanoid. Looks like used to be a humanoid.
Okay. Cool.
Would be like it's a monstrous fae.
Is the photo in the side chat?
I'll go check the Discord.
Yes, and if you would be so
voice
kind as to repost the pictures.
I believe it is technically it is a guaranteed fae.
Yep.
Whether or not it's also a monster, I do not know. So anything that affects like hold monster stuff like that would affect it.
Most importantly, what would turn a humanoid into a fae? That's
Magic.
Another fae.
So, we now pan down through the couple of holes that have just become clear as Nerium and Azalea are going toe-to-toe with the huge-sized fae, also donning this impressive armor. And you watched as she reared back and Spartan kicked you and then checked you, Nerium, into the floor. And also disappears a bit. Azalea, it is your turn in the rotation. And you are suddenly left alone.
Not alone. My simulacrum is there.
That's true, and as is
my
Ennis,
dragon.
the
Miriam just
Kalashtar.
went bye.
Wait. Emis is there too? Or okay. Where's the lady?
The lady
With
just
me.
took Nerium for a ride,
I slammed the floor.
like 2
she slammed
floors
into
down.
me.
That's right.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay. Sorry, I have a very hard time imagining like this weird tower of a construct, so just trying to make sure vertically oriented.
Miriam slammed the floor because she was like,
There's a
"God,
hole-
this bitch can't fly."
That's what it
Hole
was.
down,
She just
and then
kind of
there's
like
a
went
hole
after
up.
me.
There's a hole down and a hole
Gotcha.
up.
Also, Azalea, you have inspo from chat. Thank you, Shane.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Gonna need it. I think where I'm at is I'm going to wild shape into a where is the list? I have a list. Where's the list? Okay, I'm gonna wild shape into a Quetzalcoatl.
Okay.
Because it is huge, also, and can fly.
Okay, make a deck save.
Okay.
As the breaking floor buckles under the new weight that you have just introduced by a huge-sized
So
creature.
I'm using my inspiration already.
You get to use the Quetzalcoatl stats because you're transformed already.
Well, see, I rolled a 2 at first, right?
Oh, okay.
So I was like, clearly, there's only so far worse I can get. I got the so far worse.
No!
So, gotta go with 2.
Okay.
Which with the Quetzalcoatl stats is 3.
So,
How is it always a 2?
so
The fish
You-
doesn't have the nat 20s today.
you wild shape.
No, I did not.
You wild shape into this huge-sized dinosaur bird, I believe. And immediately the ground buckles. And as it does so, you hear the cracks shifting, spidering out from beneath you along the walls and above you. And you find yourself falling. And you manage to fall through a couple of different points of contact. Silly Jeff, you need your dice. Through a couple points of contact directly onto Nerium and her adversary.
Can I like try to catch?
Not with a 2.
Look, you know, fair. That's fair. I'm just not rolling. You know what? This dice is getting exiled for the time being. I'm gonna roll black dice goblin black cat's dice. This one's going to dice Jeff.
Those one were fucking money for me, so.
Oh, now you give me a 20. Oh, I see. When I chuck you across my, I get it now. All right, fine.
Out of spite. Cool.
All right, so the whole squad, being Nerium, Azalea, and the female cultist. Okay. Take 18 bludgeoning damage.
And I guess I immediately unwild shape as I fall on this lady.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm just disappointed is what I am. I think what I'm gonna. How much can I run? Is there floor space to run out of the range of this lady's?
This new room seems to be inside this more secret monastery. It's private, it's tight, maybe 30 feet by 50 feet, and it's not very ornamented, but you do see various chairs and pews, double doors to one side, and these paintings, more carvings all along the insides of the walls.
If it's 30 by 50 feet, you should have at least 20 feet on either side, bare minimum. Or 10 feet on one side. Like there should be space, it seems.
I'm gonna pop up and try to run to a spot where I can cast spells from.
Okay. You get up and you scramble all the way to the double doors on the end of the room, which look to have been broken, and bits of cave-in have rendered this just a rubble door. And you turn, and you're still in the anti-magic field. In the anti-magic field.
Hey. Looking for bonus actions. I don't think I can do anything. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Can I like grab Emiss's arm and like run her over to the corner that I'm standing in?
You don't see Emiss.
Gosh darn it! Can I look for him? Like,
Sure. Make a perception
I don't
check.
really know. 14.
14. Looking about, you don't see a blood smear in the rubble. You look up, and you don't see her up there either.
I think that's all that I can do on my turn because I don't have any non-magical bonus actions.
Okay. That brings us near him.
At the end of Fish's turn, actually, I would like to use my legendary action.
Okay.
Okay. Nova is going to open his maw, and a black hole will appear, and I'm going to use my petrifying gas legendary action. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's nasty.
No.
I forgot you had that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you were saying your roll was nasty.
You said a con save or a wisdom save?
Con.
Con. Oh, good.
No.
31.
Oh!
How far away are you from me?
About 20 feet.
Silver barbs.
Silver bugs.
So glad you're here with us today. It feels great.
I'm in you.
Oh, that's worse. 19.
You see just like a inspiration come up, and it looked like it's about to hit Nova as to inspire, but instead it kind of just whirls around him, kind of like an orbit, and it bonks whatever he's targeting in the face to kind of just flash.
He is restrained. He has one more save to avoid petrification at the end of his turn.
Oh, man.
Still new thing.
Okay. That's nasty. That's nasty. All right, Nerium.
Thank you for the gift, Feff. Also, I believe I also get... I need to roll a d4, and I get some weird extra limb thingy.
Oh, yeah.
I always forget about this. 4. I have I deal poisonous damage with my melee strikes. They have to make a con save or take 2d6 poison and be poisoned until the end of my next turn. But that's when I hit them. So not
Okay.
yet. Okay, that's all. Miriam.
All right, Nerium. You are underneath this huge-sized cultic lady.
Like, listen, you're supposed to take me on a date first before I'm under you like this.
You just hear anger. You just hear anger in your ear.
You still mad about the flight thing? Because I wasn't kidding.
Okay. I'm gonna take a legendary action. And she's going to grab a hold of the collar that you have, and raise you up, and then slam your head back down onto the cobbles, cracking the ground beneath you with a plus 17 to hit. That is a 25 to hit.
Yeah. I am a measly 20 AC. Why would
You
do
need
this?
a DC 23 strength save.
Strength save. Alright. So, how's a 25?
Nice. Okay, you succeed.
I rolled a 10.
You take 15 bludgeoning damage.
She slams it. She's like, hey, watch the hair!
What do you do?
Alright, so obviously, I still ain't got my magic item. So I do less damage.
You can't currently hit them, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's what I'm
because
saying.
what you can do is shove them to the ground as one part of your attack action, and then as your second attack, grapple them, and then they're prone, can't move, and they can't get back up unless they contest your athletics again. So that is somebody, and it works off your athletics, and then you'll be a contested athletics check.
I mean, I love me my athletics checks. Can I shove her?
You can try.
You're right. This is just an athletics check for both, for shoving and for grappling.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Contested check. Feff can do an acrobatics check or an athletics check, depending on
Definitely
what's better.
going athletics.
Okay.
Well, that's a 35 for the first one. For a show.
Ooh.
I rolled a 14.
34.
All right, they're prone.
Shove. She immediately, as she's coming back up, what's the hair? And fucking shoves her off. The pushback immediately.
Through the slits in the armor, you see wide eyes of shock.
All right, the next athletics check. Come on, grab him. Grab him.
Baby. All right, so that wasn't as great, but
You have advantage because you're always raging.
okay, let's roll that again
You're
then.
so right.
You're always raging?
Level
Oh yeah,
20.
always.
That's awesome.
So this is a 34. I rolled a 13 this time.
Also 34.
Simulacrum's gonna use silvery barbs.
Simulacrum is too far away.
Simulacrum is not too far away because it's a 30 by 54 feet. We fell down. You said it was
That's the
30
room.
by 50.
I did not have Sim roll for falling. Sim did not fall with them.
Sim's
How
in the room
far
above
fall?
us.
How tall is the room? Because silvery barbs has a range of 120 feet.
Oh, it has 120 feet? My apologies. I thought it was the same range as
Oh, it's 60
Counterspell.
feet. Sorry. No, it is 60 feet. Sorry, my apologies. So it is. So
You're
is that
within
still too
60
far?
feet. You're within 60
Okay,
feet. I thought
okay.
it was a range of 30 feet.
Nah. Counterspell and silvery barbs are 60 feet.
That's right. That's right. Thank
Why
you.
did I think they were 30?
Because I've been one of your primary DMs and I make mistakes frequently.
I think I'm confusing them for auras.
Hmm.
I think I'm confusing it for paladin auras, actually.
All right.
Did it? You
Roll
put that-
again.
Me?
Nah. Feff.
Get less than 34, please.
Man. 20. Natural. I rolled
Yes!
3.
All right, they are grappled and prone, which means they can't stand up. Their only option is to try and break grapple by using their action on their turn to make another contested athletics check.
Do you know how long it takes for me to wash this shit?
The two of you are down here with me. And you can't do shit.
Yeah, I killed a god in one swipe. You're nothing. Shut the fuck up. You messed with my hair. She's so angry because of her fucking hair.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. The
Can't do
male
echo or nothing.
cultist is going to now use their legendary action. The male cultist coughs and recoils from the petrification breath and immediately recognizes what's happening and is going to raise one booted foot up and slam it onto your head, Nova. At advantage because you are grappled.
I'm restrained, not grappled, but
Thank
yeah.
you. Yes.
Oof.
Grappled does not provide advantage.
It doesn't?
No, it just brings movement to 0. Prone, however, does provide advantage as long as you're
Oh.
attacking within 5 feet.
That is a 36 to hit.
Oh, that's mean. Yeah, I'll take it.
The knee comes way high, and he squats as he comes down, and the boot just right into your chin.
Damn, this is what they mean when they say take it to the chin?
Is that right? Oh. Apologies. There's more dice to be rolled.
No, you also have advantage on something for the next minute because of silvery barbs.
Excellent. Thank you.
You take 48 points of damage.
All right.
Bludgeoning.
I will use my reaction now to use Song of Defense, spend a 4th level spell slot, reduce the damage by 20, so it's only 28 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Meaning the saving throw DC is going to be 14 for maintaining concentration. Because I'm blade singing, that is plus 16, and I get advantage. That is a 26. I make the save. I will take my 28 damage now.
Nice.
I ain't dropping this spell. You're gonna die here with me if I have to.
You're speaking as the boot is like grinding up and your head's like pushing all the way back. Lottery, it is your turn.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I would like. What is? I'm gonna yell out to Nova. Nova, what's the save on that spell, dear?
Constitution.
Hex, Constitution. Thank you. Kind of takes a card out. Card flitters around, hits him right in, kind of like, kind of spirals up the boot and gets him in the gonads.
The bird dads.
And so that'll be the bonus action there.
My feathery bits, my chicken tendies.
Yes, that's roasting on an open fire.
Am I allowed to do a spell as well? Because that was a bonus action spell.
You can do a cantrip as an action.
Alright, then you see prestidigitation go bloosh. Ta-da!
I just pictured Wally.
Entertainment.
I'm fun. And that'll be it.
Okay. That makes it my turn for the male cultist. Beginning of his turn. He has to do a con save for the petrification?
At the end of his turn.
At the end of his turn, okay.
Oh, disadvantage.
Yes. Okay. You watch as he hears your response, Lottery, and
Fun one.
he turns. You see as he chambers the hilt of the sword and starts moving towards you, the sword dragging through the floor, carrying Nova along with it. As he gets into range of you, Quincy. Sorry, Lottery. And your magic leaves you.
Cool. But it's a concentration, so does it mean that the concentration's gone? Like, is that how the magic works?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The magic is gone. Any
Cool.
spells you would have active also dissipate.
Okay.
Hate
Cool.
that.
Well, that's just rude.
First, he's going to. You watch as he goes for a low punch to your like lower intestines with a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
You're all the same.
26 damage.
Cool.
And as you heal from that, the knee comes up into the nose.
Ooh,
And that's a crit.
Ooh,
not the
okay.
face.
Woo.
That's the most insulting you can do to a bard is hit him in the
That's what I'm
face.
saying. That's his money maker.
34 damage,
Okay.
bludgeoning. And then he is going to stomp, which is going to affect the both of you. You both need DC 23 dex saves.
DC 23. Okay.
I'm at disadvantage because I am restrained.
22.
11.
22 just fails.
Yep.
Sorry. 29 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Cool.
And that's his turn. Which brings us to Nova.
Brings us
And
to
he
the con save.
Yes, thank you.
Lottery is very, very, very beat up. right now.
Nova makes the anti-magic save.
Rude.
Nova makes the concentration saving throw.
Nice. And I would be rolling at advantage here. You're imposing disadvantage, so it's a straight roll. That is an 18 plus 7. I believe that's a 25.
Quincy just had his turn. Lottery, can you hit him with a silvery barbs if I drop concentration on anti-magic field?
Love to. I would love to.
I drop concentration in response.
You can't,
Why not?
because he's within 10 feet.
No, I drop concentration on my anti-magic
Oh!
field.
Oh! Wouldn't that proc my anti-magic field going up, though?
There's no real way to determine the order of events here, so it is kind of up to you. But here's what I'm arguing for. I drop it. We coordinate. Upon him failing, Nova drops anti-magic field. Quincy instantly casts silvery barbs before the magic re-emanates back up.
Odds or evens?
Evens.
Evens?
Yep.
Yes.
You time it perfectly, the two of
On
you.
the stack. Silvery bar.
You managed to sneak in a silvery barbs just as your magic.
Lottery kind of just stands up like he's being pummeled down and kind of clicks.
You hear briefly, Solika! Just Solika! And then that's a critical fail.
Yes! Petrified bitch! Whoa!
The cultist, still with the sword impaled down into Nova. Quincy, you look up as you hit him with it. Just in time, he sees his arms and the armor and the and his feet turning to stone, and he leans in.
I'm not the one compensating.
As he freezes over into stone.
Excellent. Nice work. Holy shit. Give me a high five, Lottery, please.
He misses.
Man, all right.
Oh, that was close.
Oh man. Well done. All right, Nova, it's your turn.
All right, let me see if I get my breath weapon back. I do not.
I do
Sag.
not.
Okay. I've got my sim. I've got me. The anti-magic field is down. Is his anti-magic field back up from his items? Are his items working?
No,
Okay.
because if
Cool.
they did, he would unpetrify.
Sure.
Let's talk about your sim real quick.
What about him?
You're standing there, Nova 2, and you watch as Emis turns, as Azalea falls through the floor. Emis flings herself to the side, and you see her, at this point now, picking herself up. Doesn't notice you. You're kind of behind. In her head, you're up there, and everyone else is down there. And you hear her go, "That's not good." And she turns and grabs a rock in the side of the wall and pulls on it as a group of stones fold in on themselves and a doorway opens, and she goes to flee through it.
That better be an attempt to flee through it. I ain't letting that shit slide. How far away does she run?
She has just opened it and is leaning forward to go through it.
Right. Simulacrum casts Wall of Force, doming her inside of it. Thump. Who the fuck do you think you are running, mate? Yeah, keep yapping. We'll get you out of there afterwards. No, but Prime! Emis is a runner, a coward, and potentially a traitor! God damn it! That is Sim's actions.
Okay.
That's Sim's action. Prime is going to look down. How far away now is...
How are you getting out of the position you're in with the now petrified sword in your stomach? You are a donut right now.
Sim's gonna use its action search. And is going to cast a Vortex Ward. On me.
Lottery, you miss the high five, and you look up and he's gone.
I deserve that. Almost passes out very low.
Okay, now down there. Can I see down into the hole where the rest of them are?
What's your passive perception?
Very bad. Well, not bad. 15.
You could definitely hear
Yeah,
Miriam screaming at least.
Yeah, you can barely see because it's two different directions of holes. You can see like a very narrow bunch of, but you can see down there.
I can see down there. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I could target. Could I target the? How far away is the other person? How far away are they?
All the way down to the floor. It's about 80 feet.
Excellent. I'm going to use my 7th level spell slot on a disintegrate. They are prone and grappled, which means that they have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
But Nerium's also in the way.
I'm just right up in her hair.
I mean,
Is it an area of effect or a target?
well, it's a single target spell.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's not a line. If it was a
In my brain
line-
said it was a cone.
No. Disintegrate is a target.
Like, now
Okay.
take it. It's fine.
It's fun. All right, you said I need a save.
A dex save at disadvantage
Ooh.
because they are grappled and prone.
All right. Come on. 4.
Eat this. That is 70 force damage as the beam.
Ouch.
Damn. Okay.
Okay.
Miriam's skin tickles.
I look at,
Not too shabby. Looking like he got plenty of fight left in him.
all right. Plenty of fight.
I haven't been able to do my big damage.
I haven't even been able to do any damage.
It's a mage killer. It's a mage killer build.
I'm not even a mage and I'm struggling. This is bullshit.
If Lottery dies, I will riot in a week when I'm feeling better.
Bonus action of Simulacrum. Simulacrum is going to command the dragon, the summoned dragon, to go down to the holes, pick up Azalea, and fly them above, and give them mobility above, and to listen to them as a mount.
Okay.
Azalea, the draconic spirit, now on its turn, as I end my turn, will fly down to you and go under you, so now you can fly above the area of the anti-magic.
Disappears upon entering near Azalea because she is in the anti-magic.
Oh, I thought she moved out of the.
She
out
tried
of the
to
range.
and was not able to escape it.
Does she not have enough movement? Was that the problem?
Yeah. No, she got to the wall and was still in the zone.
Okay, so it's a 30-foot by 50-foot room.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 30-foot by 30. Is it a 30-foot by 30-foot radius? Oh, so it's 60 feet. Got you. That was the misunderstanding. Okay. All right, it's going to fly down and be just above the anti-magic field,
Okay.
so that Azalea would have to do a standing long jump as her movement to reach it, and then could use it as a mount using the rest of her movement.
I have a very important question. If I leave the anti-magic field, do I immediately pop back into the wild shape I was in upon entering the magic field? Oh, anti-magic field.
No.
Okay.
The
Good.
magic is cancelled with anti-magic. If it is a summoned creature, that is when those rules apply. When things
Okay,
pop
cool.
back.
Just because I was just thinking about how inconvenient it would be if I jumped up and then just body slammed the dragon with total.
Catch me!
Okay, cool.
Good to know.
Yep. Good to know.
All right. That is my Torrens.
Okay. Nerium, Azalea, and the Draconic Spirit need a DC 19 dex save. As you watch Nerium, the female cultist reaches up, grabs something at the bottom of this kind of beak mask, and the whole room erupts with fire. Fire
How'd you
just
do that?
pours out of this room. Liquid fire. Or liquid that is on fire. DC 19 dex saves.
No.
7.
What?
I'm getting my dice roller out for this one.
Seven? Really?
7.
13 on the Draconic Spirit.
I got a 24.
You succeeded then. The DC was 19. Why you sound so
That would
sad?
be a great time to
I'm
give
just
me
sad
inspo.
for fucking Azalea.
That would be a wonderful time for inspo, maybe, perhaps.
Anybody got inspo?
Anybody?
11, 12, 13, 14 D6.
I'm totally not.
There it
getting
is.
inspo.
Seamus! Thank you, Seamus. You have advantage.
Thank you.
Azalea.
Okay. I still failed. No! I got 15 though this time.
Also, Nerium, you got 20 HP earlier.
Yeah, I added it.
Okay. That is 73 fire damage.
Draconic Spirit disintegrates. Doesn't disintegrate, dies.
So Azalea, like, mentally is going through it right now, because this is, like, the most useless she's ever been in the entire span of her whole ass life.
Which is saying something, because she's pretty old.
Yeah.
So I get half of 73.
Yes, which would be...
36.
Thank you, Quincy.
Nerium is at around half health. This is a first.
Alright, so that was
leave
the
the little-
first thing she does.
Just like, the fuck is this shit?
Oh, that's what that's color is.
Since when do I bleed?
How does Nerium react to this, actually?
She is just somehow more mad. The only time she's ever gotten low health is literally been from Nova. She's only ever, like, she's literally only, even like in game, has straight up only ever gotten this low or lower because of Nova. So she's just pissed. Because most of it's not even from fighting, it's just been from falling damage and stuff, so she's just mad at herself right now. She's like, you fucking serious? Oh, just staring at like burn marks from the water, from the fucking liquid fire, and like her hair is like singeing a bit. So she's just extra mad because of her poor hair.
She below you is going to then, right in the ribs, bang, bang, 1, 2. Okay. That's fine.
You're asking me to snap your neck, hun.
29 and a 21 to hit.
Ow. I'm a glass cannon. I'm gentle.
That's
fragile.
it's not true at all.
a
You're the
glass
tank.
My feelings are fragile.
First hit 18. Second hit 13 just pop, pop
Do I get
through
half?
the fire. Yeah, because rage.
Because wage.
And that brings us to Azalea.
Cool. Gonna. The spirit's gone, isn't it? Okay, cool. Can't jump high enough to clear the anti-magic field.
You can try to climb.
Can try to climb. I'm not strong though.
Also,
Give it
would
a
your
go.
true nature appear in the anti-magic?
I doubt it because the like I have the ability to just like manipulate my shape as like just a fact of my
Okay.
creation. Yeah. Would being my true nature make it easier to climb this wall?
I think we've already made a ruling just now.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna climb the wall.
All right.
Try to climb
You Scrabble. Make a
this wall.
acrobatics check.
Hello? Am I back? We good?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello?
Okay, cool. My Wi-Fi said no. I'm gonna just try to climb the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said you got a 12?
I didn't roll anything.
Oh yeah, roll acrobatics.
Okay.
Nine? With a 9, you manage to crawl out of the anti-magic field.
Okay.
You get about 40 feet up. You slide down a little bit and crawl back up. And just as your magic comes back, you slide down a bit and crawl back up out of it again. Kind of that eternal moment, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I am going to... That probably used up my action, right? Oh no. Okay. Well then I'm a wild shape into a giant dinosaur again and fly off this wall.
Okay. You crawl out, go back down, crawl up, and then into a dinosaur.
I'm gonna hover just above the field, far enough up that if she decides to just jump in place as you would with normal movement, I don't just like accidentally get clipped. And then I'm going to bonus action cast. If I cast an AoE into this, like target them with the AoE, does that still?
I believe it's still yeah. If you're already out of the anti-magic field, you can throw.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'm gonna do a 7th level moonbeam, on them.
Them would also include Nerium.
Oh, that's a valid point. Maybe I'm not gonna do that. Maybe actually instead I'm going to do something else that would be
No, go for it.
also good.
What is it? I'll take it to the chin.
Moonbeam at 7th level.
Moonbeam at 7th level is 70-10. It is a con save though. So.
Question about
Your neck tendons.
question
What are we
about
talking about?
question about the orientation of the space. Nerium and this thing cannot occupy the same space technically, even if she's holding them on the ground.
Yeah,
So
she's
Nerium
on
would
top
just
of
have-
them.
So are we just ruling that they are occupying the same space currently?
They're not. Nerium's above, on
I'm
top
on
of
top
her.
of her, like grappling her because she fucked with my hair.
In a 2-dimensional sense, they're taking the same space, but in a
Okay, that's what I
3-dimensional
was-
space, they're not.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I was like asking him like the two-dimensional battle map.
Yeah.
5 for
Also,
cube,
the game.
5 for cube.
yeah, it's a huge size creature, and then
I
Miriam's
hate
basically
three dimensions in D&D.
and
I
then
hate them
Miriam's
so
basically
much.
got it straddling like a shoulder and her neck and holding her and just
Well, if she's a huge creature, that means she's a 3x3, right?
Yep.
Miriam's still a 1x1.
Yep.
If she's
I
at the
got her
neck,
by the neck.
You can moonbeam.
you can't
I
moonbeam.
love him.
Good catch. Offbeat, you get inspo.
Thank you.
Hey! Moonbeam or titties?
Hold on. I'm thinking ahead with this one and
More
turning
like-
on my hardware acceleration before I try to.
Or like
Yes.
the lower left leg or something.
The lower titties.
All right. So it's a con save from them.
Thank you. Ah, Fester. Fester and Moonbeam. It's the old days again. Make a con save. Ooh, that's
What the
actually
hell's
pretty
Fester?
good. It's like Chester. It's evil Chester. No, it's fancy Chester. That is a 19 plus 7 for a 26.
Chester's fan.
Does pass.
All right, takes half damage.
It takes 21 radiant damage.
Actually, silvery barbs from Sim. Do that again.
Damn it!
Full
10.
damage. Full damage.
Takes 42 radiant damage.
You can max
42!
roll. You can
I can
max roll.
I'm going to max roll because I can do that. Because I forgot I could do that. It actually takes 70 radiant damage.
All right, she is bloodied.
Yay!
Hell yeah!
Just the bottom half of her Anakin Skywalker style cooking with white ethereal wraith-like fire.
Beautiful.
It's just she looks up. It's just a dinosaur backlit by the light of my own moonbeam.
Terrifying.
I'm just picturing the Batman symbol.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. That's the turn.
Damn. All right. Nerium, your turn. With lottery on deck.
I just
This creature
ripped
wouldn't
tight-
happen to be a shape changer, would it?
Oh yeah, would it?
No, actually. Because they would be able to fly. And that is not on the table for them, so says Vanadon.
Just checking.
No, it's a good question.
Thanks, Offbeat. I appreciate it.
Good thinking. Good thinking.
So do I just like roll to keep the grapple?
No, the grapple
No.
stays up automatically. She has to make it on her turn. Try and break it off.
Oh,
There's a car alarm going off outside. That's great. Love that.
I hear it now.
I hear it
I
when you
didn't hear
talk.
it until you said it.
I think it only comes through when you talk.
Well, there is
What
that.
if?
Yeah, when you weren't talking, I didn't hear it. Just turn your gain down just a tad.
No.
No.
My settings are set perfectly.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
What
It's
you
almost
could,
like you're a sound guy.
what you could do, Nerium, is you can drag her to the corner of the room.
And then put her back in the moonbeam.
Oh, she does every time she
Crap, that
re-enters
wasn't
the
where you're
space.
going with that?
that wasn't. Let me check Moonbeam's ruling real quick. I need to see how many times it can be affected by the damage.
It does. It
Because-
just says every time it enters the range, and then on the beginning of its turn.
We have been
That's what it
playing
says in the
that.
spell.
When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn. Oh, you can re-proc it by moving her out and moving her back in.
Yeah, we used to
Oh,
do
she's
that
totally
on
doing that.
Fester.
Oh yeah. She's
do it with Spirit
immediately
Guardians all
going
the
to. She's going to flip her like a pancake and just slam her down and drag her back in.
All right, make a strength check. Athletics.
I mean, this just... Technically, this just uses movement.
I need to.
Oh, it's just using movement?
It just uses movement. Yeah,
Okay.
it's... Nerium would have, she walks as if she's under difficult terrain.
Okay. So,
Would be the
Nerium, you get 1 foot up on one of these stone pews, and you
It was a
like
29, but
well, you've got your leg like pinched over one of the pews, and you get the other leg down, and you to the point where she goes boom, and then you move her to the side, and then bang back into the moonbeam, making a con save.
Like, don't touch my fucking
Man,
hair!
that looks like 70 radiant damage is what that looks like.
That's a 14.
Wow, it's wild.
It's another 70.
Yeah, I'm maxing it out every time you take damage and fail this check.
All right. Well, for the first time in Longshot history, Fish and Lexi, how do you want to do this?
Yeah!
Nice.
just this backlit dinosaur bat symbol in the sky. It has this like column of light that is pain. Flex, take it away.
Oh, once she sees that she's just singeing through there, she's like, all right, and just starts Hulk style, just boom, 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 slamming her down into the ground, into the moonbeam.
Man, Wraith like fire consumes. Lottery, how you doing, buddy?
Lottery is on the ground, kind of like talking to the stone and be like, kind of saying like, "You got this, you got this," and kind of and wants to ask, "What, Abby, don't you have something that can like heal me?"
Of course, sir. What shall I? Which charge would you like to use? How many charges would you like to use, sir?
How many you got?
I currently have 8 charges, sir. 1 casts shield, spending 2 charges removes a curse. 4 charges is power word heal, and the 8th charges are as if you have just taken a nice long 8-hour sleepy time.
How long are you gonna be gone if I took a long rest?
No time at all, sir.
Okay. I'll take a long rest.
Okay. You burn the 8 charges, and you get the benefits of a long rest, and you feel the healing magic take effect.
Are you there?
Of course, sir.
How long do I have
Always.
to... Appreciate you. How long do I have to wait for you to get your charges back? Is it once per dawn?
1d8 charges at dawn, sir.
Okay. Good to know. Ugh. I'm alive! I'm alive! Where's everybody?
just the sound of flames from beneath you.
Nova,
Oh my gosh.
Miriam in all of your travels looks like she's in the roughest shape you've ever seen.
Oh, fuck. Ah, jeez, I haven't seen you this bad since you decided to tag team 2 centaurs.
Finish that fucking sentence and I'll spraying you from chest to dick!
Okay! Great work, everyone! Victory is ours!
Is the anti-magic field still active now that she's down?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a pretty piece of armor, don't we agree? Let's
Can
see
you
if we...
throw it out of the way so I can help?
One second. I'm gonna have my sim vortex warp me down there, and then also vortex warp Lottery down to where I'm just gonna reorganize everybody down onto this floor, and then also I'm also gonna vortex. I'm just also gonna look to Emis and vortex warp her because she's still in the dome. So I'm gonna vortex warp her and be like, and Nova's just gonna grab her by the scruff.
By the
Be like, all right. So anybody want to question this little coward? And why they were running away, and why they opened the door, why they knew how this all worked, why on earth they thought they could fuck us. Anyone want to do that for me, please?
Well, hang on.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sweet child from the temple.
Oh, I'm fully aware who this sweet
They
child
work
is.
here. Why else would they not know how to work a door?
It's not just that. I'm gonna. Nova's just gonna. But it's like, Lottery. Look, I know you hit your head real hard, but this place has been like exploded and then reshuffled, and then she like pulled out a stone and then walked through the rubble. So like, are you okay?
Did what? And looks at Emis.
Azalea, having been, will kind of come down and snap back out of wild shape because anti-magic field's still there.
Sorry to interrupt. I smell smoke. We're gonna go to break real quick.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
Okay.
You're back, y'all.
I come back and I'm just covered in
Sorry,
soot.
let me lose concentration on the moonbeam. My bad.
Yeah, no, we're good. I just come back and I'm like, Turns out Jeff's a shapeshifter.
I'm just gonna Nova's gonna hand Emmis just gonna go, so Emmis, I want you to pick your interrogator. Either Azalea, who's been salivating at the mouth for the past 5 hours, or Lottery here, who is, despite being a little bit out of it, I am sure more than capable. Or I can just give him to the both of you and see what they figure out. Or you can explain yourself right now to me.
I'll explain myself right now to myself. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's a new accent.
That's all right.
What was the original? Oh, never mind. Sorry.
She didn't have one, I don't think.
I'll explain. I'll explain myself. There was a secret passage there. I didn't know if it would still work with all of the shifting. But I knew of it. We had just entered the room, so I didn't point it out. And you weren't supposed to know of it anyway. It's supposed to lead to a secret room that only we are supposed to know about as members of the temple. Let go of me.
No. As someone read this part, someone who's good at reading people, tell me whether or not she's lying.
Can I check if she's lying? Because I'm good at that. That's the
an
thing that
insight
I'm
check.
good at.
I got
I'm
nat
good at that
20
one.
inside check. So.
Make an insight check, both of y'all.
That's a 22. 32. 32.
Dirty 30. That girl to nat 20.
She is not lying. She is simply, if anything,
Paranoid?
Nova is paranoid. For good reason.
I think I'm gonna attempt something here. I'm gonna my hand is gonna unfurl, like unwind into the weird long true form arm situation, and I'm gonna try to like take Emmis's scruff from Nova.
Make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
As the fear and realization of this Kalishtar realizing that she's in the presence of a nightmare. And you touch her.
31.
Okay. You tunnel vision a bit there. And then you manage to, with your heightened senses coming just out of battle, master yourself. But she freaks the fuck out.
I was going to be nice. What did you just try to do to me?
I feel like it could have been a self-defense thing because you did try to touch her.
That was
Yeah.
nothing that she did. That was you overcoming your Kawari nightmarish craving to...
Okay. It was so that I don't
Mhm.
possess her. Got it. Okay, never mind.
Would you like to roll that
Control
back?
me that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rewind.
I'm gonna take her scruff from Nova if Nova will let me, and just like
Go with me?
Why?
where does this room lead? What were you trying to hide from us?
It leads to a second safe. She's going to look at Lottery now and goes, She's a nightmare.
Yes.
I can see that.
I'm a Kalishtar.
I am unfamiliar of the connection.
Can I do legend lore so I
Sure.
understand context?
Absolutely.
So I want to do legend lore. So it takes about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But
Well, that gives Nova's gonna help Miriam drag the body into the far corner of the room,
No.
so we actually have 20 feet of space that is not anti-magicked.
It's a dead
Yeah,
body.
your sim is just up there like,
As Nova tries to help, Niram just grabs the ankle and fucking whips it against the wall.
nope. I would like to kind of like wave MS over if and then kind of like
She's
look
scruffed. She can't
I know.
move.
I want to look at Azalea and be like, would you mind? A moment, please.
She lets go very slowly in this like very eerie, like fingers too long kind of way, and her hand kind
bolts.
of re-knots back into. Like
she runs and like
hand.
hides behind Lottery.
Right. Thank you. To Azalea. Thank you. To MS. Follow me. And we don't even go anywhere. We just he kind of just leads her to a boulder to sit down, and then starts to kind of like pull out the cards and start shuffling it, and then kind of like he's whispering to her, not very quietly, not to have a private conversation, but like, okay, tell me everything you know about Kalishtar. What does this mean? I'm a bit ignorant. And then legend lore is casting around them, so he's understanding more than what she's saying as it's happening.
Okay. We are... Kalishtar aren't quite elves. We're not able to dream. And... we are a favored meal. Hosts. For the nightmares we spend an incredible amount of time trying to ensure we never, ever are found by one. That thing has my scent now. Vanadon, save me.
Okay. So that's what MS says. What a little bit about Nightmares versus Kalishtar does legend lore give me? Is it just...
Nightmares have a hard time not pursuing Kalishtar. They are almost Looney Tunes style, like the smell of the pie. Mm-hmm. They like float towards it. You know what I mean? They are very much attracted to Kalishtar, because they're not able to fight back from the possession at all.
Mm.
And only the quarry, the nightmare, would be able to relinquish the bonding.
Mm-hmm. How long has this been? Is this just been like
this has been
predator thing?
Yes, and it has been for a long, long time.
Mm. Wonderful.
So her fears are justified. Yeah. And some of Azalea's actions make a bit more sense.
It does. It gives Lottery content. So Lottery doesn't even look at Azalea when MS is saying all this. It kind of just like nods, and the incense is kind of swirling.
Like in the corner.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I need to go. I need to be as far from that as possible.
How does MS look, as far as injury-wise?
Like, managed to stay out of the thick of it. She looks frail, but has always been frail.
Sure.
She's got like 2 levels in Rogue, and a few levels in Wizard.
All right. So just for gigs, Lottery's gonna kind of hold the deck out. Pull a card. It's a trick. You're supposed to play along.
She looks at you. Yeah, even as she reaches for a card, she goes, almost muscle memory, I don't like gambling.
This isn't gambling. Gambling is if you think about a certain aspect and you want it and you desire it and it doesn't happen. If you don't know
we
what
already went through this with the jelly beans.
If you don't know what to expect, it's not gambling. It's just an adventure.
All right, tell me when on the shuffle.
When?
Okay. And I'm gonna start just putting them down. Tell me when to stop.
Just pull one card.
Okay.
The whole idea was just that the card she pulls, Healing Word passes through the card from her fingertips, from Lottery's fingertips into hers, and kind of just gives her a little bit of a breath of fresh air.
Okay.
So whatever it comes could mean.
Ship.
It's a ship.
The traveling healing?
You have a wild adventure in front of you. But I hope you safe journeys in the wherever you go. You'll need not fear. I will mind the appetite. But I hope you've been truthful with me. I've appreciated your honesty and the clarity you've given us. Is there anything more that we should know about here? Or that I should know about here?
Can you send me away? Anywhere.
I could. Where do you want to go?
Somewhere that's not too adventurous.
I know someone who owes me a favor. Big, jovial individual. Lots of food. Wide hearth. Tell him I sent you.
Okay.
And I
Thank you.
pull another card. And when she touches the card, the wish spell goes off. And I want her teleported to the River Lord.
Okay.
Ooze.
Azalea's gonna like the step forward of like, hey, wait a minute.
And then you see Lottery dart his eyes at you. We'll talk later.
How goes the questioning of the little fugitive?
No, but you turn
Gone.
around. You have begun doffing the armor off of this corpse, and you look, and the fugitive is gone.
Motherfucker, did she really escape the two of you?
Rogues, I know what you're gonna do.
Me.
Oh, it sounds like there's contention. What do you mean, Azalea?
What? Why don't you explain?
While we're gearing up for this conversation, we're gonna go to break, and then we'll dive into this juicy conversation. I'm very excited. All right, we'll be right back, chat.
Oh.
And that's why I'm not allowed in Starbucks anymore.
Dang, that's crazy.
Me too.
Surprised I didn't ban you from Canada as well after that one.
I mean, it's Canada. I'm not really missing out, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Got him.
So, Nova and Nerium. You are prying the armor off. And you turn and say, how goes the interrogation of our prisoner, to discover that the prisoner is already gone. And by prisoner, I do mean Emis.
Yes.
Azalea, you're saying that it wasn't your fault. Lottery is being tight-lipped.
You mean
What
the
happened?
your prison? You mean the young innocent civilian child?
The young innocent civilian child who tried to abandon us when we know there are doppelgangers, when we know for a fact that
The
we are
young
in enemy
innocent
territory.
civilian child who tried to escape from being killed. Oh my gosh, that is such a horrible reason to survive, desire, especially when you know in your house which way is out.
And not tell the people who are risking life and limb to keep her alive?
Because why would they do that when we're very capable of doing it ourselves? You're mad that someone is trying to escape when you're very clearly capable of handling yourself. And then this one, pointing to Azalea, is preying on the child, looking at them like a meal.
Okay, and just to clear it for the chat, not a child, mid-20s. That's not what we're saying at all. This is not
absolutely.
anything like
Child
that.
to someone who's
Just
like
to-
200 years old.
Yeah, just,
Also,
Lottery's like
actual-
ancient.
Also, actual food.
actual nightmare and anyway,
Like actually hungry.
Disclaimers.
disclaimers
Look.
aside.
That.
Listen,
Now,
Lottery,
I'm not sure what people. I just got a very brief overview from you from the River Lord, who I trust very much. And he said that you were wonderful people who were of value and honor, and who liked to risk life and limb and go into hell once in a while. That sounded like a great idea to me. But if you
Lottery.
go and are now pointing fingers at everything that possibly does not quite line up to your expectations, who are you people?
Someone
Lottery.
who were traumatized by mutiny, betrayal, and a lot of
Point aside, Lottery, how do you fucking know that that was actually Emis? Do you have confirmation? Or did you just send an enemy fae to Solatos?
Now, Lottery doesn't know about any of that.
Yeah. Or did you just believe the lies of some random person? Fucking hell! So, now we have another problem. We have someone who we don't know the identity of, who is potentially capable of shape-changing, as any of us, loose in the multiverse!
So you're saying that this person who particularly could be shape-changing also exudes the aura and air and scent of a Kalishtar, which this nightmare is clearly intent on devouring.
Possibly? I don't know about any of this.
Shape-changers can do that.
But I can turn into a dragon!
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So if this is a shape changer and they can bound to the very genetic, change their scent to become something that a nightmare wants to devour in whole, like a cat wants a rat. That is a very powerful shape changer, and not just physical and visual alone.
I agree!
That child had fear from the tops of their heads to the bottom of their toes, and I sent them to the safest place that I know. And I'm very sure the River Lord knows how to take care of himself and his realm.
Have you seen the River Lord near death? Because I have. We've had to fend off 2 attacks on his home. 2. I had to create a cosmic crime to bring him back to life. I'm not saying that what you did was wrong, But I am saying that you're getting a little presumptive about her character when you don't have the full picture. That being
Then
said...
give me the full picture.
The full picture is we're surrounded by shape changers who we have no understanding of their full capabilities. That is the full picture. We are in foreign territory. We do not know the rules of engagement. Second point, though. Azalea, what is this about Kalashtar and nightmares? Why have you once again gotten me in shit for hiding information from me? What did I tell you not to do?
Didn't really have an opportunity to talk since we
Okay.
got exploded.
Uh-huh. And what about before that, when you're hanging around, when we came and questioned why you liked them so much? You just said that you liked them. What about that, Azalea? You had your opportunity, and now you lied to me again. You lied to me, you get me in trouble, you get all of us lives at risk. Are you seriously this goddamn stupid with this?
Hey,
She promised me she would not risk my life, and here she is, risking mine, risking yours, risking lotteries, risking this entire temple because she's hungry?
I'm the one with
she's
the
got an
rage
empty
issues,
stomach?
alright?
I want to know. I want to know how this was so bloody important as to not tell her captain that she promised she would tell the full truth to.
What do you expect me to tell you? That it is built into my very nature to chase after them?
Yes, that would have been appreciative.
Well, there
when
you go.
I asked you the first time. It's too late now, Azalea. I don't trust you. Simple as that. That's how this works. You either offer up information when asked, or you get me in trouble and I get pissed. Simple as that. Both of you. This is larger than the both and all of us right now. Alright? So don't be thinking with your personal hits. Think with the tactics of the enemy. Because that could have been either one of two things. Either actually Emis and Lottery, you just did the right thing, getting them away from a lying monster. Or two, that was a vicious, shape-changing asshole who has just been brought to one of the safest places that we know, potentially angering an ally.
I'll take my chances. Undoing what I felt was right.
I just watched
And you will
Fish
all-
roll some dice.
Uh-oh.
I was just making a decision over
Mhm.
what Azalea's reaction was gonna be here. But I do have a question. I was latched onto the scent of Emis,
Mm-hmm.
correct? And when there was still actively two of them kind of lurking about, I didn't smell a second one, right?
You never met the other one.
Left them behind.
Would you have smelled them on us at all?
Yeah, I'm just kind of wondering if I would have been able to
Because we had to interact
tell
with
if they were
we,
emitting
grabbed
the scent.
things gifted from them. onto them,
I
would it be
wouldn't
on us
say
at
to
all?
be able to. Well, make a history check.
Hey.
They're getting spicy.
Let's leave it up to the dice.
16?
16. You did not. You do not detect any smell of this other potential Kalashtar.
Okay, so Azalea would be confident that she could tell which one was the right one
Okay.
by scent, I think. Okay. Cool. Solid. Fantastic.
Nerium, what's going through your head right now, if I may?
Miriam's a little upset. Which is saying a lot because she's upset most of the time. But
Because I'm raging constantly. my blood pressure's
constantly
insane.
my blood pressure is 300 all the time. But no,
Give-
because she wants to argue, but she can't.
Okay.
Because we did say, hey, just be honest. So now she's a little concerned.
Yeah, I would say that, Nerium, this is one of the most upset you've ever seen Nova, but it is justified. So there's a mixed bag there.
That's what I'm saying. She doesn't want to argue. Because she's just like, we both had a conversation with you. We both told you to be honest with us.
Given that that actually was Emis, I fail to see how I was putting any of you in extra danger.
You can swear on that? You can swear on me?
We're putting us in danger. Okay, so now we have deduced that this was the MS scenario. Lottery made the correct decision. And you put us in risk by, if what Lottery says is true, an near unresistible urge to kill or consume them? And we were in a temple of an enemy god. And you didn't think that maybe, hey, I'm getting an urge to kill this person. I'm going to go back to the ship for a bit to cool off.
Have
Where
a
was
snack.
this-
Decided to
Sorry.
What'd you say?
I said have a
Decided-
snack.
You decided instead to sidle up to them, and when questioned about this, lie again.
Where was this sense of morality when we were interacting with the shrimp people?
Oh, the shrimp folk. They don't have a name. They don't have a language.
The shrimp people. You were so
Oh.
quick to burn them all, and yet one person.
Because they asked for it. So in case you forgot, Azalea, they begged me to light them all on fire.
I've just met you. This is a lot of deflection. And
Ooh.
I'm not asking for an apology, Captain Nova. But I'm asking for at least a little bit more understanding before the dreaded captain bears its fangs unnecessarily
I will
at a
take
new
your-
ally.
I will take your criticism in kind.
That is
Appreciated. Azalea, you're on thin ice. Incredibly thin ice. I don't want a single secret. I don't care if you're lying about brushing your teeth this morning. If I catch a lie again, don't think I will hesitate. I ruined my relationship with my parents for much less.
Lottery. The back of your head notices that the individual that is in your ring, that is your ring,
Yep.
is wholly convinced that they are fixing your outfit and like brushing you off, and believes that they are genuinely like taking buttling you.
Okay. So, like, do I physically feel that?
No,
Oh, okay.
You just feel them.
It's just the
doing
ring.
it.
the ring is
Ollie.
convinced.
Albie, thank you.
Yes, of course.
A moment, sir. Thank you.
Apologies.
Azalea will. I'm assuming that Nova and Azalea are like face to face right now, because that feels like the kind of energy that would be coming from Nova right now. Azalea's gonna like fixate her eyes on your eyes, and then differ, like step back and kind of like, boing.
Fine.
Okay. I'm glad we have an understanding. Lottery, I apologize. I do not take well to my orders being disagreed with. I will make that as a consolation. Especially when I'm nearly dead. Okay.
Would you like help with that?
It would be appreciated. I'm going to first work on taking off that bloody anti-magic armor and figuring out if I can put it on Nerium.
I don't fuck with armor. You know this.
I'm going to use my Balm of the Summer Court Fey Energy Pool to heal Nova.
Ooh.
For if you were, to put your health as a percentage, how bad you looking?
I would mark it somewhere between 83 and 205.
I'm gonna heal you with 20d6. No, that's 20d6, and then you get 20 temp HP. I don't have to touch you for that. I'm just gonna like turn around and walk away, and then you just feel this like cloud of this like cloud of it's like the viney smoke in the air, just the way the air is kind of swirling around you. You feel yourself kind of uplifted.
Appreciate it.
Anyone with decent insight will see that Nerium, it's like the redness in her face of normally when someone's about to cry.
I'm rolling the 20d6 now, by the way.
Nova's gonna come over to Neri and be like, it's just you and me, remember? We had a team.
Not doing this again.
61.
Oh, don't worry. I broke the Void Scourge. I'll break the Phalanx Dreadnought in the middle of the sky if I want to.
You? Last I checked, I'm the one who grabbed the mast and split the ship in two.
Well, it was just team effort. I was stronger back then, you know this. How much health was that? Sorry, Azalea.
61.
Bet, thank you. Nova will then move over to the...
You also have 20 temp HP now, too.
Bet.
Yeah.
Nova will then move over to the anti-magic armor and see if he can figure out how it works, take it off, just get an understanding
no
of
longer working
it.
because it's on essentially an object?
No longer
person.
attuned? Or is it just like constant?
It is no longer attuned. But the anti-magic field would disperse.
Okay.
Because it's something that has to be activated and kept up.
Just making sure.
Yeah, they had an additional thing of actions and attacks and whatnot in the pocket, but had to keep up the
Anti-magic?
Yeah.
No light.
Well, make good for selling.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put it in my pocket.
Does
That's
Miriam
what-
also look a little bit...
Nerium looks rough.
Sorry.
Miriam's at less than half health right now, so she's the most beat up you have ever seen her the entire time.
So you
The
feel
ears are full
on your
flopped.
shoulder. You feel a little touch on your shoulder near him. Oh, sorry. Couldn't help notice you were leaking blood. Is that new?
Yeah, didn't know I could bleed. Weird.
Interesting. And lottery. No. How subtle was Azalea in the healing? Was that very pointed?
It wasn't subtle, but she didn't like touch him. She just kind of like pivoted to turn away, and this kind of distinctive viney, smoky air movement happened.
Mm-hmm. And is Azalea going to try to heal Nerium? That's kind of like what Lottery's probably going to pick up and purposefully intercede that.
Yes, she is. She's going to try to walk up to Nerium. So,
And so Lottery is going to put himself in between them. May I? To Nerium. Just take a minute.
Hey friends, welcome in. We just had some really intense inter-party arguing and tea.
We're all buddies, don't worry.
We still love each other, but this is great because the
so much.
characters. Just a quick regeneration. Put you back
Sure.
up to normal. All right. You see the cards flip around and float, and they come up and split out, and you hear the fluttering. You hear some music notes, and incense kind of comes up into your nose. A little bit of a mixture of like strawberry and lavender, and maybe a touch of vanilla. Oddly weird, but casting regenerate on you, and and he's just gonna come up and touch your shoulder, and you will regenerate 41 HP here, but you will also regenerate 1 hit point at the start of target's turn. So every 6 seconds, you're just gonna keep regenerating until you're maxed.
Bet.
Lottery, you notice something while those cards are fluttering about. Should be 66 cards. It's not.
He's counting them.
There are 3 less cards. Ship, ooze, and ring.
Oh! So you kind of see Lottery's eyes just kind of like he's counting them, and then you kind of see him count them again. After the 59 seconds, 60 seconds are up, and he's done casting the regeneration spell on you. He's like, one moment. Feel better. You did great out there. And he's going to turn and kind of just shuffle the cards and count them.
So my passive 20 insight saw all
And
that,
then count
right?
them again.
63 cards of your deck of many more.
What? No.
While this is happening, I think Azalea's reaction to being totally intercepted is like pulse of like almost anger. Like she just got her ass handed to her. She just got absolutely wailed at by the one person she's supposed to be like on the good side of. And so she like pivots from that to walk towards Nerium and gets intercepted, and just for a brief second, it's like she almost like loses grip on her humanoid form. Like for a brief moment, it's like she like just like she almost like it's like when you're low on health in the video game and like it pulses to a different color for just a second. That,
Did
but like
Nerium
to like
see
that purple
that?
color.
I think Nerium, you're focused on the heals and the cards, and then Lottery's reaction. But Nova, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception's 15. My passive insight's a 9. I don't notice shit.
Yeah,
I may see it, but I don't know what it means.
You're like,
why I have
I'm saying if that
teammate.
was
Kaleidoscopic.
before the healing.
This is why he's paranoid. He knows he misses things.
You can't read the room for shit.
He is smart enough to know that he's missing things.
I was asking because if that was like the second before, because if this was the interaction of the second lottery intercepted,
I think it would be in that like second. So if you think Nerium would have like was paying attention to Azalea prior to getting yeeted by Lottery, like you probably would have noticed.
yeah, that's why I'm asking, because like
Sure.
she definitely would have been focusing on Lottery once he started healing, but like the second before with him intercepting, she probably was focused on Nova and Azalea with their
Yeah.
fucking.
It's kind of like that
swords
high
on
school
each other.
drama moment where the
Yeah,
friend comes in,
like-
but then it's like, hey, actually, real quick.
She's like,
And then heals you, and then it's like, okay, I gotta go. And then Lottery's just gonna step away and kind of panic to himself a little bit.
Yeah, and like kind of in that moment of trying not to like lose her cool, Melly's gonna kind of snake around her neck, and
oh,
yeah.
oh, baby.
Actually, no, she's not. Melly's a fae. Never mind. Melly's not here. I lied.
Oh yeah, oh wow. With
I lied. I'm
forbiddance.
just gonna stand there and be mad. is
She
what
just
I'm
went
gonna do.
goodbye.
I tried to summon Melly, and Melly immediately.
I think at this point, Azalea, you would notice that Melly is just a puddle, and it just hurts all the more.
Yeah.
Right. I say we take a short rest. I am very close to spent. We need time, we need resources, and we need a break.
And you need to find the piece of the Void Scourge.
Nerium's gonna walk up to Nova and be like, "Hey, can you talk to Solitas right now?"
Maybe. I'm going to cast Sending on Solitas.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, hey,
Sending does not work interplanar.
it does work interplanar. I have to roll a d20.
Oh, okay. All right, big
Yeah.
bet, big
So it's
bet,
like
big
it
bet.
might not.
If I roll a 1, then it fails to find.
Okay.
That is still right.
10. I find my target.
Okay.
Hello, Solitas. It's Nova. Someone heading your way.
Check if they have something that doesn't belong to them.
Check
She's
if
whispering
they
this.
have something that doesn't belong to them. Most likely friendly,
But be cautious.
but be cautious.
Okay. That is 29 words.
No. Did I miscount?
Maybe.
I did.
Don't think so. I think I counted correctly.
May I rephrase that?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, Solitas. It's Nova. Someone
See, that's
heading
4 words you didn't have to put.
your way. Sure, it's important for the character. Hello, Solitas. It's Nova. Someone heading your way. Most likely friendly. might have something that doesn't belong to them. Boom, 24.
Okay.
She's whispering to Nova, just, I'm taking a wild guess here. But Lottery's freaking out and counting his cards, and I'm guessing he might be missing one. And it's funny that someone who is no longer here is when we find out a card's missing.
This is why morality is fake and stupid. And anyone who preaches it will be swiftly reminded that everyone sucks.
Miriam's gonna go to Azalea.
As you're walking up, you can see she's basically just like cure wounding herself. She's got like a little kind of mini swirl of some air kind of going as she's trying to just like focus on something else.
Trust exercise. Did you take one of Lottery's cards?
No.
Okay. Trust you.
Boss would get a response.
You would get a response, and the fact that you don't get a response is all the more unnerving.
Well, Solitos isn't responding. I'm going to assume he's fucking dead.
What?
Solitos isn't responding, so he's probably dead.
Just looks to Lottery. Who's probably still counting the cards.
Lottery, you're on
Right.
your 8th count, and it's still ringing up 63. 3 missing cards. One of them is ring, though.
Yes. So that makes sense.
Now, general ruling for the deck of many is that the card would go back into the deck. But it hasn't.
Yep. So Lottery kind of talking to himself like, this is a trick, it's not funny. It's not funny at all.
Alright, everybody listen up. Solitos is not responding. I warned him that he might be getting a visitor, potentially having things that don't belong to them. And he's not responding. Solitos is a yappy fellow and likes to chat. So the fact that he's not talking means that either he hates me, which is very unlikely, or he's under duress and is unable to respond currently. Or passed out stone cold drunk.
It is the afternoon.
Rule of the sea dictates we must assume he's dead until we get the correspondence.
Rest up and try again in the morning.
I think we have to do it. We don't have time for morning. We rest up 1 hour and we get back to it.
Okay.
We need to find that piece of the void Scourge.
What was that, Fish?
Oh, I was just gonna we nothing but cheer today.
The party spends a tense hour in downtime. What does that look like?
Nova is busy trying to figure out the magical mechanism of the armor to see if he can fashion it into a shield. See if he can change how it works so it's a smaller range and a shield for Nerium so that she can activate it and close distance and cancel out magic users very close by to her rather than the massive range.
That is not something within your ken that you were
Is
capable
it something?
to do.
Could I figure that it's possible? I'm not trying to figure out how to do it now. I'm just trying to
Make
is
an
this
Arcana
something that's
check.
possible? Okay. That would be a 32.
Certainly possible, but you'll need a spellsmith or a particularly skilled artificer.
I'm just gonna mark that in his little notebook. Find a mechanic. And then he's just gonna be sitting there with his very low simulacrum as they figure out how
Who
to
has
make the rest
just
of the resources
hat
spend.
down, tucked up, has to be woken up.
Just, hey, wake up. We're watching our crew members today little bit too much treason. Treason? Yeah, treason.
Again.
You see those two talking. Lottery through the rest is going to create uses a creation feat or ability to create Lana and animate this creature. So kind of this very same thing like that was going to help on the ship. You see this like kintsugi porcelain doll kind of fabricate in the air and kind of like very ballerina-esque kind of sits in front of Lottery, and he casts animation on it.
Okay.
So it's just alive, and he's talking.
The second you do, just right up on point on the toes.
Lana, you can rest. We're not fighting anything right now. Am I crazy? Look at this. And he's just shuffling him out to her and things like that. And they're just having a conversation and going back and forth. He's like, "They're not coming back. No, what does this mean? Like, it's just crazy. I know I could miscount, but this is wild. Do you think she's gone? Do you think she hates me? She probably does. It's very possible. A lot of people seem to do that right now.
Lana is an animated doll. I assume does not have the ability to speak or any kind of actual cognizance.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Just the dancing item, aspect. But this is very clearly someone that Lottery is communicating with openly, not quite trying to hide it, because you see this porcelain doll right there. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Nova's just gonna raise an eyebrow and be like, I talked to my simulacrum, but at least it can talk back. Everything all right there?
Might be missing a few cards from a very legendary, magical, powerful object that my goddess gave me, and they're gone. I'm fine.
Oh, that's connections. That's what Neria meant. All right, hand me the deck. I'm gonna figure something out.
No, he's clutching it.
All right, how about this? I'm gonna come over to you. You place the deck down. You can touch it the whole time. I want to look at and examine the deck to figure out any magical fuckery that's happening.
He looks at Lana. Lana probably just gives him a nod.
All right. I will not draw a card because I don't like gambling unless it's for money.
It's only gambling if you look out for something you want with it. It's not, otherwise, it's you what? Never mind.
Could I make
I feel like
a
I've been
check?
saying this over and over again all day.
Could I figure out what's? Could I make it a some type of check or like an Arcana check to figure out what's wrong with it, or like figure out what's happening?
An Arcana check.
Bet. Ooh, it's a good day to roll Arcana. That is a 36.
Ooh, nice.
This is, well, you know about the Deck of Many Things, right? Yeah. You've heard of it before. This is something even more powerful. This is the Deck of Many More Things. This is wildly powerful. And yet, it's waning. Like a helium balloon that's been left in a room, forgotten, slowly lowering to the floor and shriveling.
It's thinning.
Seems like it. Seems like the magic is diffusing out of it. Some sort of a... I don't know. I don't really know. There's one of these on my home plane. Kjol, friend of mine, used it to fix everything before. But,
Wait, you know whether there's another deck?
I do, but it's behind, and I'm not allowed back there until I get my Void Scourge back. So, unless you fancy being boiled alive by the sea, however, I don't. But the magic is waning out of this, so whatever would normally replenish the deck is absent, charges are not present.
Or the creator of the deck itself?
Potentially. Tell me truthfully, Lottery. Did you take out the deck when you sent Emis away?
I take out the deck when I do almost everything.
She was a rogue. Sleight of hand is her specialty.
You can't steal from the deck of many things. A card always comes back to it.
Lottery. That would be the case if this was still functional. That deck is limited. No longer connected to the infinite magic. It is finite. You couldn't steal from a real deck of many things, but this is a different item, functionally. Theft is possible.
So let's find you a piece of your ship, yeah? And then let's go say hello to Solitos.
Not until I get my hour break, because I need to recharge.
You guys have about another 10-ish minutes left.
At the start of the short rest,
Mhm.
Azalea's gonna kind of walk into a spot that's kind of in the center of where everyone is in, and like sink into the shape of a bear, black bear, which is about the same size as a person, so it's not changing the weight that's in this room very much. And she's gonna sit down and do the hearth of the thing that puts up like a little kind of mini bubble of light protectiveness in the case that we need it. And then it looks weird because it's a bear meditating, but she's going to meditate and try to ping into Interf streams again. See where he's at.
Interf. The shrimp-like, dragonfly-like creature. Is currently not going through a nightmare. And instead is in this kind of comatose, non-dream-like state. In between bouts of prophetic nightmares.
Azalea's gonna be very disappointed because she was excited to blow off some steam in a world where it doesn't matter. And now she can't, and everything's not great. So she's just gonna, like, I guess, step back out of the dream and just continue meditating for the duration of the short rest in this bear. It looks like a bear, like, sitting down, but like half cross-legged. Like it's the bear, so it doesn't have the right joints to do the shape. But it's, like, yeah, it's just like in Brother Bear, like when they sit all uncomfy. Like that's what she's sitting on.
Cute.
Love that.
Yeah.
I will say this. No, actually I won't.
Patrick.
Yeah, no.
Nerium probably would have found a corner, pulled out her vial of maw, and cast clairvoyance. And as this, what feels like an ocean wave, a gentle wave, it goes out to a mile. She opens her eye, and her blind eye is glowing in ocean blue, and she looks for Chester to see how he's doing.
Chester is terrorizing a goblin. The
Chester
goblin
can see an orb. Clairvoyance, you can see where the person is looking or hearing as like an orb. Chester has seen this orb and knows that it's her.
The goblin was just kind of hanging out in front of y'all's room, just kind of chilling, no particular reason, and now is backed into a corner in the hallway. Is Chester, who had the scales kind of up and teeth bared, and then goes up at the eye, which gives this goblin a moment of just a little bit of time to sneak away.
With any control that she has, she kind of just like plops it onto his nose, like with her vision, to just kind of, she can't speak or he can't see her, just sees the orb and knows it's her. And then she's just sitting there smiling for her little baby.
Oh.
The hour passes.
Short rest. Let's go.
Let's go.
Everybody mark off your short rest.
Dahlia's very spent so far.
Short rest.
I get my 5th and my 4th level spell slot back.
And action surge if anybody has it.
And action
get-
surge. yes.
Found that
Get
out
my
last
pack
night.
spell slots back.
Nice.
Move those.
What
I
do you
got
mean
clairvoyance
you didn't know
back.
we got action surge back on short rests,
I don't know
Feff?
things, bro. I don't know things that players are capable of because I've been a perma DM all these years.
That was Ziller's whole gimmick. Remember?
Yeah, I do
Joel?
remember you always wanting short rests, but I just was like, he needs
wants
the
a
short
short
rests for stuff. I don't know.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I get you.
Never checked specifically why you wanted them. I just knew you wanted them real bad.
After a while, it was just a bit, you know.
Well, I had catnap, and I was constantly going like, I need a nap.
I love that. That's so funny.
All right. After the hour passes, Nova's gonna get up and we're like, all right, we move out. Now that this times like this, it'd be nice to have a guide, but I guess we're going to have to be rocking with what we have. There was a pathway that Emis mentioned. Simulacrum saw it. I command you to tell me where that bloody was and to lead us to where she grabbed the rock. Also, vortex warp everybody up there.
Also, because I didn't
I-
say it earlier, welcome in Metro Mike and everybody who else who rated in with. It's good to see you guys.
Thank you.
I'm gonna kind of vaguely exist through this whole ordeal as an owl.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna kind of be like hovering behind everybody.
The center of the bear knots together and an owl forms out of, and then all of the rest of the bear like folds in.
It's like really gross, weird, like viney manipulations. It's yeah.
Wild.
Stepping up into the rooms above, you see a small passageway that was left open. And the force bubble still kind of formed.
That would be gone. That would
Okay.
be gone.
The passageway is quite narrow. You would have to step sideways and to move along it, as if it were going behind walls. Nerium particularly has some difficulty here, being a furbolg.
Like, mother. God damn it.
All right, everybody squeaking.
Skinny thoughts.
I was blessed with muscles and tits. This is a problem.
How about you use some of them then to make it wider?
I will break you in half.
What's the marching order?
It is going to be Simulacrum in front, Nova second.
Probably Nerium right behind.
Okay.
I'll shrink into a spider for the whole climb of while we're squeezing through spaces.
Okay.
Lottery's gonna wait for Azalea to go first.
Okay. With Lottery bringing up the rear, a little bit of space between Nerium and Lottery for the spider.
Nova is also going to be with the Simulacrum. He's going to command it to lead about 30 feet in front
Okay.
as well. So we're not right behind it.
The oh, go ahead.
No, so Lana's gone. Lana only lasts for an hour.
Okay.
So she moves away.
Lana! Sorry. What? Oh, you can speak.
That'd be crazy. She's seen too much.
Well, time to kill
She
it.
can only say one word every like 20 years.
Help. Or sorry.
No, idiot.
The pathway before your simulacrum splits. It continues onward, but there's also a hanging rope ladder that goes upwards. Also, primarily giants that work here. Certainly
Why
wouldn't
so
fit
tiny?
in these side rooms.
Ah, goodness.
don't like how snug that walk was.
Theory
You're still in it.
I don't like how
Theory
snug this
time,
walk is.
everybody. What if that was the real Emis, and the real Emis was part of a ploy to take over this place?
You have
No
lots of what ifs, Captain.
Yeah, that's what the theory is.
Spider skittering noises.
If you can audibly hear an eye roll,
Yeah.
that's what you would hear.
If that's the case, then this rings true because giants wouldn't be able to fit in this secret passageway for clerics. Giants were the ones working here. Why does this exist?
There was also a few Aarakocra and Genasi and stuff like that, but for the most part, especially of the management of this temple, it belonged to storm giants.
Something ain't adding up is all I'm saying. And also, you're one to defend Emis.
I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Then point out my ass instead. he's going to
My dear Captain, I could spin around blindfolded and point and it would be there.
Cake.
What spells can help us figure... Goodness, we don't really have any information, do we?
I will say this: make a perception check. Simulacrum specifically. Everyone else can't really see.
That 20.
Yo!
It's a 25. And this was
Also-
your dice. This is your dice, Feff.
Nice. Lottery.
Yes,
A lot of nat 20s lately.
very true.
Just something to ponder. The sim.
You can hear another visceral eye roll.
The simulacrum is looking up the branch of passage, and a little bit of blood.
Dim says blood up the passageway. To the right. Do we follow the blood or follow the safety?
And is there any way for skitters? Then should I go up and check?
Go
Because
and
I'm
do it.
small.
Go do it stealthily. Also, pass without trace.
Can I pass without trace?
You have second level spell slot.
Cannot pass without trace.
Oh, I can. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I pass without trace,
But
Okay.
and skitter up.
Plus 10
Don't
to your
die.
stealth check.
You get bardic inspiration.
What is that?
It's a D12.
A D12. Okay. Okay. 25 plus 18 is 43.
no.
Yeah.
Did you use it for an ability check?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stealth.
I think there's something else that you get for that, just because.
HP, I think?
Because if it's a mode of potential, if it's an ability check, you could roll it again, and you get to choose which result. If it's an ability check,
Okay.
so you could roll the D12 again. You could get higher, but I mean,
44.
woo!
Like a spider on a wall.
That's crazy.
Unseen behind the walls of the room. You scamper your little spidery self up the wall. You begin to become mired in blood as you continue onwards.
Is there any sort of indication of like where the blood is coming from, or is it just?
As you continue upwards, you find a wall, and you can see mechanisms all throughout the inside of this hidden trap door that is hidden to the room on the other side of the wall, but not to you. But you also don't see how to open it. It's an advanced runic artifice. You may make a investigation check. Blood seems to be
shouldn't have.
seeping through this trapdoor.
I shouldn't have 6.
6. You know how to break it?
See, even I know that's probably not the best idea right now. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna scamper down towards back to where I came from, and then just like makes scuttling noises. There's an artifice. Very runic.
Quincy, what's happening is we were like, Azalea, what if we were just allowed them to talk while in wild shape, because they can cast while in wild shape now at 20, and Fish went, no, let's do this instead.
This is funny.
Amazing.
Do it for the bit.
Look, if I really need to, I can. But why would I do that? I'm like spider. I'm like dancing, like you know how bees dance to communicate. I'm like a spider. I'm doing like a dance to be like
like those jumping spiders.
I have no idea what the fuck this means. Simulacrum, take me up there.
No, I can get vibes. Remember my beast and plant thing? I said I get the vibes. I know what she's saying.
I'm very good at communicating as animals. I've had lots of practice.
Nova's gonna check up where that is and just check on where the blood is coming from himself.
Okay.
Nice.
You climb up the rope ladder, and you find the ceiling trapdoor.
Beach of Beast and Leaf. That's what it's called. Sorry.
Nice. And you can see the various mechanisms of gears and springs mixed with runic magic of a kind. And the best you can tell, being a wizard, is that these are cloud giant runes.
Do they look like traps?
Can I read?
No. Maybe.
I speak giant.
But you're all the way down there.
You're right.
How big is this opening where I currently am on the left?
It is a very narrow 3 by 6 feet.
Does it qualify as a space where I could teleport someone to?
Yeah, probably, as long as you weren't personally in the space.
Okay. I'm gonna crawl down. Simulacrum, Senderium. And then Vortex Warp. And then I will...
They're just
Nerium, what does this read?
Where the fuck? You gotta
Read!
fucking warn me before you do that shit, man.
Did you hear that?
No.
That. What was that? Let's go. And you hear...
Read the runes.
Okay. She tries to read the runes. Can she read them?
Shrive.
Shrive.
To cut something away, to cleanse.
I don't like this.
Does this look like a... Is it magical?
Better translated as the shriving room.
This is the sacrifice, killing, getting rid of room. This is the cutting away room. This is the we need to get the fuck out of here room.
Nova, that doesn't exactly match with what you understand of Avadon.
Also, two guys definitely heard us.
That's fine.
Oh, is that where they make their monks? Tip, tip.
Ah! Is this the circumcision room?
Oh no!
Birds have cloacas. I don't know how you do that. Vanadon's teachings. Bird circumcision. And I don't think this room is supposed to be here.
If a spider could facepalm, it is.
She's just
Are these
Spider
runes
legs.
mad? Can I check for traps?
Yes, roll investigation. You have to kind of like climb near him.
not the first
That is
time
a
he's had to do that.
25.
25. It is
Nice.
not trapped.
All right.
It is
Everybody
simply
just
well made and hidden to the people above.
All right, everybody, come up here.
All right.
Okay. Everybody, I'm gonna open the door, very quietly and stealthily.
All the way, or just like a crack? What are you doing?
Just a crack so I can see inside.
You go to push, and You push a little harder. No dice.
Miriam, open the door just so we can see a crack.
Alright. Tries to push slowly.
You succeed in doing so because you are a Mack truck with a strength of 29. But you do have to lift the body weight of a storm giant's corpse.
Like, that's a familiar. Oh no. We
Lifting
got
it,
some dead weight up here, Nova.
lifting it a bit. Nerium, make a perception check as you kind of just like take a peek.
Take a peek.
It's just
17?
17. This room, while small, is filled with many ritualistic feathers, kind of all hanging from floating candles along the ceiling. The candles aren't lit right now. And you can see a passage into a long hallway. The doors have been left open. You can see that they lock from the inside. And you see a couple of what's the god language? What's
Celestial?
Oh, yes. I was going to say, what's the celestial language? What's 911?
What's the phone number for 911?
Yeah. You can see a mixture of celestial and Aran, the elemental plane of air, beautifully painted along the floor, now marred by the what you believe to be the head storm giant that you were speaking with earlier.
Fuck. She relays all this down to Nova. Like, we got some celestial for you to read. I'm pretty sure they just sacrificed our friend here. She just like kind of slowly lifts to like get in. Like, nobody's here.
Okay.
That might not be for long.
As you manage to open the door fully, you look down the hallway. You don't see anyone, and as you turn to look to the other side of the room, your good buddy is crouched down and looking at you with a very unusual smug face. It's Ace, the humanoid gargoyle.
How the fuck did you get in here?
How the fuck did you fit in there?
A lot of effort.
Holy shit, is that Ace?
Yeah.
Leans down and pulls you up.
Yeah. Alright, everybody, up. I'm gonna just vortex warp Lottery and Azalea. Just.
You,
Okay.
you like forcefully putting people where you want them, don't you?
Would you? I could put you back there so you can walk all the way up.
Thank you, Captain.
Ace goes on. Oh, go ahead.
Ace, thank God.
I was following those two when I heard our very own lovable Furbolg, and decided to stick around and show what help I could. This place is kind of fucked.
Yeah.
It is. I say we have a goal here. Currently, we know that the Void Scourge piece is somewhere in here. My guess is that there's a very likely chance that these cultists have taken it and are trying to use it for their own personal gain.
Can we bring this guy back or no?
We could,
So-
but I'm out of slots.
You've got the weight of the corpse of the storm giant, but the head is on the other side of the room. It looks as if the top jaw and the bottom jaw were pulled until ripped and then laid out ceremoniously, tainting the holy realm of this room. The sanctuary is no longer in play. And forming a circle of the teeth of the broken open jaw of the head. In the middle, you find a a sacrificed Aarakocra in that center point, where the splayed mouth, kind of in the center of the room. And even as you stand here, the feathers all begin almost charring and wilting and curling inwards and blackening. A candle falls. Another one.
Miriam kind of just gets on her knees real quick. Just, how can I fix the holiness that is this section for you?
Make a religion check.
I only get a +1, so 19.
Okay. Caw! No, I'm just kidding.
Motherfucker.
Just distant screeching of a bird. You stand here, and then there's a soft thud, and you look, and a dead bird is before you, wings violently removed. There was no bird here before.
Ooh.
With a 19, you realize that the candles falling are indicative of a much bigger problem that is coming down the line.
Oh god, this whole place is gonna drop. She says this out loud.
Hey,
There is nothing re-sanctifying this place. What was holding it up will now come down. And there is a lot of down.
So about your offer about teleporting me back down.
I can guide us back out, but we haven't found the piece of the Void Scourge. We're actually not far from the entrance I came in through. I dug myself a hole.
You're a talent, as always. We need that piece. I'm not letting it fall forever.
What do we know?
We know that
We
the
know
heads
it's
of this place
offered.
we know that it was offered. We know that the heads of this place probably have it. We know that all of the Fae and underlings are dead because I cast Forbiddance. We know that
That's
the only ones...
fantastic.
We know that they are probably Fae related, and the only way they could probably survive is if they are in an anti-magic field currently.
And
So-
and that the two people we fought were the two people who were talking about it earlier. Specifically.
Mm-hmm. So...
Wait,
Here's
then
my-
if that's true... Oh, sorry, I interrupted.
No, you're good. I was like, anyone hear a spider?
I'm just standing right by this wingless bird, like, but like, tiny spider, like.
Yeah.
Wait, that doesn't add up.
Isn't that what is
If you
Add up.
if you think, and this is Astrix, who always has that monotone,
Yeah.
if you think that the holy folk had it, but Spider here says that the cultists had it, and I'm assuming that Azalea gave a recollection of what was said.
Yeah.
Okay, in spider form, mind you.
Well, I said it earlier.
With
Sign
interpretive
I was
dance.
I said it like way earlier when it happened. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't lost in the list.
Just quick Charlotte Web it all on the wall.
Yeah.
yeah. If I'm reading this correctly.
You
They were-
suck.
Yeah. They were given a piece of the Void Scourge. So the priests couldn't have had it.
It might... I guess. If they were given it, maybe it was stolen by the cult. Perhaps. Okay.
It's
So does the
fused.
one note whisperer know where it is or not?
What?
So does the one note whisperer know where it is or not? Looks at Ace.
Haven't the foggiest. Also good to see you again.
Oh, hello. Hello.
You chose to wear that shirt?
I have another one if you want it.
Spider
I
laughter.
Really go in for fabric.
Never mind.
Feff, if I may. My simulacrum that is currently back on the boat.
Already hates
might
the
I now contact it and make my wish with my simulacrum on the boat?
You may.
Okay. All right. I wanted to save this bullet in the chamber, but I think it's time we fired it off.
I also love the idea of the sim. Sorry, go ahead.
We need an advantage and quick. I have a wish in the pocket. I usually save this one for something game-changing, something brilliant. Usually it's saving an entire realm. I am open to using it now. Do we think we should use it to... We can use it in a couple of ways. We can just revive this giant and hope that his strength and guidance could lead us to the peace. We could reinforce the magic of this place, allowing it to once again be reshuffled back to its original orientation.
You can't wish just to have the piece of the Void Scourge.
The more you wish,
that worked.
the more we wish for things, the more it's more likely that the world is gonna fuck you in the ass if you do it. It's like, oh, I wish I had the piece of the Void Scourge, and then it's like, okay, which piece? Was it the splinter? Is it the splinter that fell off sometime earlier? Is it? It's a bastard. It's the more pertinent we make it to the situation.
Wishes.
You're a great monkey paw.
The more pertinent we make it to the situation, the better. That's typically my experience. So, what do we think?
I don't know if...
If you give me an hour, I could resurrect the headless thing.
Okay, that's an idea.
Do we have an hour?
Mace points at Miriam.
I could get us an hour if I use the wish. I could reinforce the magic that is keeping this place together, as it currently is.
This isn't going to work. They don't know where it is. The cultists have it. This dude's
Then we
a
need
dead
to-
end.
Yes, but he's an asset. He is strong. He's capable.
He could kill things for us.
He could kill things for
Because
us.
he was so good at that.
Oh
he
wait,
was-
you're right. Honestly, you're right. Okay, there you go.
The spider says, "You're a very judgmental gargoyle."
I'm not taking that from a spider.
You shouldn't.
You ain't even cool looking.
Do we have speak with? Do we have speak with dead?
Don't take that. Don't take that.
Do
Don't
we
take
have
that.
speak with
Take
dead?
that from
Do
me.
we have speak with dead? Anyone can talk with the dead?
Hold on, I gotta check.
I have augury. I don't know if augury would help.
Well, when hold on, I gotta check. I gotta check two separate things
Another
real quick.
candle falls.
Oh,
Do I have a different shaped spider? I could be a giant spider. Okay, so when Atrix says that, I'm gonna just grow into a much bigger spider. And I'm sorry, I'm looking for. I don't have Speak with Dead. I only have Plant and Animals.
Unfortunately, Ace is not very capable of facial expressions. Has no face. But there is a certain eyebrow shift.
The cracks around the eyebrows just kind of
Yeah.
tilt.
In that case, I say we make the wish to keep We need to stay in this fight. We need to stay here, figure out a way to do it. We can either wish to reshape the temple back to its intended form.
You might want to wish for a new source of magic to leave this up. I don't know if this room... I can't think of the fancy terminology for this, but it's kind of ruined the sacredness of this. I don't know if the god's going to want to keep putting magic into something that has been so disgraced.
Well said, Lexi. As
Could
much as you threw up a qualifier, but that was actually well said.
Could Nova... Nova's very good at religion. Could he figure out, is there a way to re-sanctify this place using the bird?
not using the bird.
In general.
This place has been tainted. It is no longer holy ground.
Did your dad want it?
I was gonna say it's also not your pantheon, not your god.
What if I
So that's
wish
the
for-
thought. The maybe if you did have the storm giant, maybe he could re-sanctify it. He could attempt to.
What if I just wish for Vanadon to be here? To return. And to aid us in...
Alive. And
Alive in all its pieces and powerful. And not mad.
What if we wish for Vanadon?
You're going to bring a god here. Gods don't usually appreciate that. It could work.
I know we don't like being suddenly moved around. I don't know how much a god's gonna like suddenly being moved around.
I am going to make a case. I'm going to hopefully ask for an exception.
Make a religion check.
Hiya! That is a 24.
Nice.
I have plus 12. So that was a 12.
You would be interrupting the migration set by the god. So you could make a case, but it'd have to be a really strong case.
The whole place is gonna fall.
This is her head temple, right?
I don't think she has a head temple. But it is in her plane, in the elemental plane of air. So it would be one of her favorites.
I need to go to the washroom because I cannot concentrate, but I'm going to keep thinking. I'm so sorry.
You're totally fine, buddy.
How's everyone else feeling while Offbeat goes to pee?
Yeah, what's everyone's headspace?
I would like to ask a question. Can Astrix just not tell that I'm me, or is she making fun of me?
She's making fun of you.
Okay, cool. Because I would be able to tell which of the two it is, because my insight is absurd. But I just figured I'd check because Bishop's insight is not as absurd. Azalea. So she goes from being like a tiny spider to being a large spider,
Right.
and is just standing there like arms crossed, just like, huh.
Mandibles crossed.
Like, you're both pretty, please. We'll take
all,
you both
you're
to
right.
prom. Oh, jeez.
I think Azalea would visibly relax at you saying that, though, Miriam. Especially after how earlier went. She's like, just that kind of verbal confirmation. She's a little like, just you see it, just you'd catch it, but she's definitely like
the breathe out of the fucking the mandibles.
She's still like posturing up to Astrix, but
yeah.
Who is Astrix again?
Astrix is an NPC that is with the party from the ship. And is a humanoid gargoyle that exists through a special kind of crystal that's in her chest. She's technically the crystal.
It's like Steven Universe.
Huh.
I have not seen that.
it's
Steven
surprisingly
Universe
like Steven
is
Universe.
the crystal is their actual body, but they make like a form of light around it. So if something happens to the form, they just go back into the crystal like to heal.
They're like humanoid Care Bears.
Wow.
You watch the Cartoon Network.
Episodes were banned though because they were gay.
It's a lot to unpack. But they managed to save the crystal from from Rulerok, the Kraken god, who was doing all sorts of crazy stuff. It was actually really, really interesting.
check it out on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, head to the Long Shot YouTube channel.
Since our bird god doesn't want this place anymore, do you think we can ask your dad if he wants to take it? Keep it up in the sky, in the void?
I feel bad about taking a place from another god. Feels unpolite.
A place that they don't want anymore because it was absolutely disgraced with the blood of one of their, highest worshippers?
Are we sure that the piece is here and not just in the realm?
We're sure it's here.
The Prow Maiden.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, she's so cute.
I don't want to wish for this place to be taken over by my dad. That would incur the wrath of Avadon regardless, because gods are petty. I say
It's true.
we instead urge the power of a wish and ask that the magic keep this place in stasis, keeping it as it is until the piece of the Void Scourge is removed, in which its natural flow of energy may continue.
Another candle falls. And this time, Lottery, you have to take a step back as the block under you falls.
Alright, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, how exactly are you wording this wish?
Oh, Beth, please.
I wish that the broken temple of Vanadon.
Quincy,
That-
I have done a very good job at screwing these wishes over.
We accidentally poofed a guy out of existence with a wish. Still feel bad about that one. That one hurts my soul a little bit.
Love it. That's so good.
Yeah, the guy was like, I wish to be the most successful artificer in this realm. And so he then was like, all right. And they wished it, and he disappeared. Assumedly to go backpack on whoever that was.
Interesting. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's great.
Yeah.
So I'll just give this information for free because I don't think it's ever going to come into play again. Homie became that person, but fully became that person. And so to that person, nothing changed. The soul just switched. Kind of.
Oh.
But then the person just like was mid-step and just kept on stepping.
So the guy that used to be, like the
Yeah.
soul of the guy that used to be the
Yep.
person
What-
is gone?
Yes, technically.
Right.
He just became the person who currently was the greatest artificer.
And had no idea it had happened.
Wow.
This is why my soul hurts a little bit.
Had all the original memories and all the original feelings, just kept on walking.
Just like nothing changed. That's crazy. That's very clever.
Thanks. But all I said in that moment was gone. Disappeared. And the party was like, oh!
That's awesome.
Big Edge.
There's been a couple of other ones where it was like, we wish this pain to return to its intended form, but these pains just came into being, and so there was never any intention, and so it didn't work.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Offbeat has called up Marcus territory, you know, the
The Paraweasel?
the paralegal,
The
and been
paralegal.
like, I need your opinion on how I'm wording this wish on stream.
Oh my word.
I gave the
I-
party in a previous campaign a lawyer in a can, which was then when you open the can and this little demon in a nice suit kind of walked out and was like,
amazing.
"Hello, how can I help?"
That's amazing.
Actually, speaking of weasels, I'm a shift my shape into one.
Yeah.
That is a mood.
Alright. Nova's scrawled this out and is gonna begin passing this out to everybody for review. I wish that the broken temple of Vanadon that I see before me be prevented from crumbling or being destroyed any further. Furthermore, all pieces of the temple are fixed in place until the piece of the Void Scourge that lays within is brought aboard the Phalanx Dreadnought, the ship.
Man. I 100% was going to be like, we have it!
The only addendum that I've got is a further specification of that lays before me, and I am currently standing on.
The sim is one casting it.
Gotcha. Never mind.
The one that he is
saying.
looking
Good.
at. That lays.
Yeah, what the real me is looking at.
Yeah. I'm going to keep it solely from the perspective of the simulacrum, because if I say something that I would say, not the simulacrum would then be like that I am standing on, and then it's just the fucking ship.
Yeah, gotcha.
Damn it.
Cool. Sounds good.
Clever girl.
Any other questions or addendums? I don't want to fuck us with a big fuck off wish.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
You're the captain.
Oh, chat brings up an important suggestion of a fixed in place. Can we still open doors and stuff?
Honestly, we can teleport through them.
This, you know what? You're not wrong.
Or I can break them.
Or break them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fixed in place.
I don't think I could break them actually because it's preventing breaking.
Mm-hmm.
Still susceptible to the Firabolgnarium's physical strength. Still susceptible to the application of the Firabolgnarium's physical strength.
As it stands at this current point in time.
Damn it, Nordic.
Okay. Nova!
Nova
3!
Nova 3 has the cushiest job and is very thankful to be on ship duty instead of having to go out and do all this crazy stuff and get bossed around by Nova Prime. And is currently got feet up on the bar, is chatting with, I didn't know my seat could go back, is chatting with Jack, the Warforged bartender, who, and he's like spills his drink as Nova Prime booms into his head.
Say this wish! Look at the crumbling temple when you do it! Repeat after me! I wish that the broken temple of Avadon that I see before me be prevented from crumbling or being destroyed any further. Furthermore, all pieces of the temple are fixed in place, unless being afflicted by the application of strength by Nirium the Firbolg. Until the piece of the Void Scourge that lays within is brought aboard the Phalanx Dreadnought, the ship.
You distantly hear, the rest of the party distantly hears the shouting of another Nova. And even as one of the candles falls, locks into place. As the wish takes effect. There's a held breath. And nothing seems to change. Asterix goes to push on the candle and finds that they can't.
Nirium tries to push the candle gently.
It does.
Nova 3 is just gonna fall over backwards because they now have no strength. Thank you, Nordic. Alright. We have bought more time.
Also, pointedly, Nirium, you push the candle and it moves and then stays in place there.
Like that.
I like this a lot.
And that is where we're going to leave off for the night, my friends.
Ooh.
Chat, thank you so much for being here. Do stick around. We're going to do a raid. And thank you for everyone who raided in. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed. We have 3 weekly campaigns, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Terraform, which is like epic fantasy with a lot of political intrigue and a lot of dragons. Windfall, the Western, also a lot of dragons. And Void Scourge, this one, level 20. Many dragons.
There be dragons.
And if you want to get caught up on any of them, you can head over to the YouTube long shot, where you can find fully edited episodes of those campaigns and the previous seasons. And feel free to join our Discord, where we are as chaotic as we are wholesome, but we also have memes, and I use that Discord for various visual aids on stream. Big shout out to Annie, who is our mod on Saturdays. And Gen Con and Indie Comic Con. I will be at a panel for Indie Comic Con end of March and then early August. Is that right? Early August? Yes. I will be running 2 panels through the Crit Awards. Big shout out to Ivy, aka Game Raider Girl. The do's and don'ts of GMing and a Q&A, as well as running a game. Nice. I am very, very, very excited for all of these upcoming things, and I would love to see you there and put a face to a name. So if you're coming, let me know. And if you're going to the one at Indie Comic Con, when you buy the tickets, use SirFeffers in your code, and you will get a discount, and I will also get a bit of a kickback. So there's that. I think that's it for me. Let me throw it over to Fish Finley as I gear up this raid.
Hello, I'm Fish. You can find me everywhere as Fish Finley. I sing, I do art, I play games. It's a very fun time. Piggybacking off the Crit Awards, I'm on the board for the Crit Awards. It's a community-run award show that's happening at Gen Con. We're having our second one this coming Gen Con in early August. Check out the website to see the categories. They'll be up soon. They're not up right now, but they will be up soon. And then you know, nominations and voting and everything. It's a fun time. Also through the Crit Awards, I'm running a panel on minority representation in TTRPGs. That'll be at this year's Gen Con, so stay tuned for that. Also, I sell prints of my art. Check out my Instagram to see all the stuff that I do, and also my Linktree to find the link to my art. This weekend, everything is 20% off through Sunday, so give it a look-see. But yeah, that's how I'm doing. I love this game. I love this game so much. I love playing with all of y'all so much. I'm gonna hand it off to Lex.
Imagine if Feff ended it before giving us the result of the wish.
That's what I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie. That is what I was expecting to happen.
Hello, I'm SmolBirdLex. You can find me at SmolBirdLex and SmolBird Art. I do TTRPG art and streaming. I am here on Saturdays. I am on Phoenix Wacky on Wednesdays. That's ending soon. Not like the next episode or anything, but we're coming to the close. So come watch me kick another wizard's ass. It'll be very funny.
Are the prior episodes uploaded anywhere?
Does he have a YouTube channel? I'll have to check. But until then, no idea.
No worries.
I'm assuming he has them up on his YouTube channel. But if they're not, then I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I will also be at Gen Con, so come say hi. I'll pass it off to Quincy.
Hello everybody, my name is Quincy, Quincy's Tavern on Stuffs. I like food, I'm a writer, I'm an author, I'm working on my second book. I have been, if some of you have been asking in chat, what's Quincy doing? I'm making paper stars, it's for a video, so I need to fill this thing with paper stars. So I'm doing double duty here, but this has been a lot of fun, and I am glad to have gotten a chance to do a little bit more of the dramatic side of lottery. I don't really get to do drama stuff when I play D&D, so it's kind of fun. But yeah, thanks for having me. Michael.
What up? My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikToks under those exact same names. I just released a video talking about media literacy and death of the author and all that jazz. And if you want to watch that and understand what death of the author is as a media concept, and not all hoping and praying that J.K. Rowling disappears spontaneously, then go and watch that video. I've been Nova Wake. Nova Wake is very, very, very fun to play. I'm so happy that Feff is my DM, because even it's a fun little game of how succinctly can I word this wish, fit it all in a sentence Semicolons and all. That had a that one had a semicolon fed. that long ass
The
space.
weight of these commas and semicolons.
Honestly,
I know,
it's because of Wish and the Deck of Many that a lot of the problems are actually in Windfall from Kjol, the previous campaign. So that's pretty cool.
That's neat.
Wait, is that where the flayed man got Don John too?
Yeah, he was the witness.
That's why he's there. That's so funny. But thank you all so much for watching. Pass it back to Fifth.
All right, everyone, pile into this raid. We are going to head over to Latinos Against Spooky Shit.
Hell yeah.
Playing some Nightingale. Fantastic content creator. Give him a follow. Give him a hug. And have a fantastic rest of your weekend. I will see you guys on Tuesday for Void Scourge. Sorry, for Terraform.
You have to figure out Tuesday?
Hey, you didn't know? We're doing
shit.
a double. And we are rated.